Hello, and welcome to episode 2 of Romeo's Recaps, where your host, Gavin Romeo, just goes over recaps, games that you guys suggest. Today I got my first suggestion right here. You could probably see it. There'll probably be a picture of the comment. Right here, Adrian wanted me to react to the Nets versus Sixers game. And yeah, I was really happy when I saw the request because I wasn't expecting that, and also I haven't watched a full basketball game in such a long time, so it was nice. So some things that I noticed throughout the game is that Karis LeVert is just amazing. He's an outstanding player. He's proven to the Nets organization that he could like carry the load. And it wasn't just him. It was Karis LeVert, Joe Harris, Jared Allen, everybody who played that game did something for the team. But Karis LeVert mainly did a great job of orchestrating that team. With 28 points, I think, and I didn't know how it would pan out with him playing at the one because he's normally a shooting guard. So yeah, it was really cool to see. Really cool to see that. Yeah, I always thought that Karis LeVert was such a great player. I was just waiting for him to have a big game like this, and then people recognize, oh yeah, this guy is the real deal. So yeah, up next, Joe Harris. As I said before, he did a great job. He had what 22. I don't know exactly how much points, but like 22 points. He was a sniper. He was lights out from three. If you gave him space to shoot, he was gonna make you pay for it with plus 3 points in Nets total. So yeah, I mean obviously he did win the 3-point contest. What 1 or 2 years ago? But a 3-point contest is a way different atmosphere than in a real game. Like 3-point contests, there's no one there to defend you. You're just shooting up rapid threes. But yeah, Joe Harris did a great job, and I'm happy to see him do really well. And Jared Allen, he's a monster. He had 10 boards in the first half. He didn't play as much as LeVert did. Same thing with Harris. But Jared Allen, he's a monster. Monster getting rebounds. Like if you miss a shot and the ball's in the air, there's a good chance Jared Allen's gonna bring it down for another rebound. But that's not all. He's not just a rebounder. If he's gonna swat your shot, he's a great blocker, and he could score too. He's a great player on the offensive side of the ball. Great post player. I think that he deserves more playing time. And it was a great move by Steve Nash to start Jared Allen over DeAndre Jordan. Yeah, and new thing, we're gonna change up a little bit. I know it's only a second episode, but we're already gonna change it up a little bit. We got 4 awards. We have Player of the Game, Play of the Game, Most Disappointing performance, and the X Factor of the game. So should be pretty fun. So stick around to see that. But before we get into, we're gonna get into it in just a sec. But let's talk about the Nets jerseys, the '90s throwbacks, just 1990 throwback with the blue and the little white tie-dye. Looks so cool. I really want it. It was fire. I really want a jersey. I would definitely wear it. I think they have to use it way more often. Yeah. Let's get into the awards. So, we'll start off with the most disappointing performance, Ben Simmons. Now, Ben Simmons, he just got, he had 5 turnovers. He was just missing shots that he would normally make, except for threes. He only, made 3 of them in his career. But he just you have to rely on a player like Ben Simmons when your team is down against a team as deep and solid as the Nets are. You need to rely on your two stars, Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid was disappointed too. Although he did break double figures in points, that doesn't mean anything because he was averaging 25 going into that game. So I think they expected way more. We all expected way more between those two, but I think I had to go with Ben Simmons for that pick. Speaking of the Brooklyn defense, that brings me into the X factor of the game, Brooklyn defense. They forced 20 turnovers, but scored 35 points off of them, which is crucial. If they didn't score those 35 points off of the turnovers, and like say they scored 10 less, that would have been a big hit on their on the score. And who knows, maybe if they didn't score as much as 35, maybe the 76ers would have won. So it was really crucial. We're going to go to the play of the game now. Probably going to show it on my green screen. So, fast break. You have Torian Prince bring the ball down the court. Just a little, little pass from his hip or something to Karis LeVert, who's running down the court and does a little, circus layup, which was really awesome to see. It wasn't like a buzzer beater, a posterizer, or ankle breaker. It wasn't like that. It was just such a smooth play, such a clean, smooth play. I really liked it. I really think that a very good play. Play of the game, definitely. So, the moment you've all been waiting for, well, hopefully you've been waiting for it. The player of the game. There were so many choices. But I think I had to go with the player who carried the load, or didn't carry the load, but he got the Nets off to a very strong start. He was just he was so crucial to the performance and how the game turned out. Number 22, Karis LeVert. Now you might have thought I was gonna pick Joe Harris, which wouldn't be a bad pick. Same thing with Jared Allen. He had a double-double, 15 points and 11 boards. But I think 11 boards. But I think Karis LeVert was just such a crucial piece. They didn't have anyone else to run the point guard, except for Chris Chioza. If Karis LeVert wasn't playing that game, which I thought of it as most valuable to that team, it's like the MVP of the game. If they didn't have Karis LeVert, they'd have Chris Chioza starting point guard. But say they didn't have Jared Allen, they would have had DeAndre Jordan. If they didn't have Joe Harris, they could have played Bruce Brown, who's a really good defender. Could have had Bruce Brown. Also, what's his name? Jeff Green, who also had a really good game, and TLC Timothé Luwawu-Cabarrot had a great game also. The numbers may not back it up, but when I was watching it, he knocked down 2 threes in a row, which is, for a player of his standards, a role player like that, that's pretty good. And he went on a stretch of being the main player for a minute or two. But yeah, I have to give it to Karis LeVert. He just so crucial to the team. Yeah, that's the end of episode number 2. This is actually my 10th try or 7th try or something like that. So it feels good to finish strong. Hopefully my green screen doesn't mess up when I try to take it out. But yeah, if the comments aren't disabled by YouTube, please just let me know in the comments what to recap next. Preferably on a Friday after school or the weekend, because obviously I have school on the weekdays. But yeah, just let me know what you want me to recap, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.